Hey everyone, welcome to Matthew's Gaming Quest. In today's video, we're going to be recapping some of Sony's State of Play from June 2nd, which kind of kicked off the Summer Games showcases. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about and just kind of go over honestly what really I'm looking most forward to from what I saw, the things that stood out the most to me, but I'll also kind of share some honorable mentions that I thought were interesting from the showcase, from the State of Play. And so with that being said, let's dive right in. So first up, we have Wolverine, which kicked off the show, and it was a very strong showing. We got an extended look at gameplay for this, and they didn't give us an entire mission of gameplay, but they did give us a large chunk of one mission, and it was very, very good, I think. So with that, what they showed us is very visceral combat on that, and it looked really incredible. And so what's interesting too, I think one of the things that really stood out to me was there is a part in the gameplay where Wolverine is jumping in midair. He's about to attack a foe, and midair you see bullets flying through him, and so the wounds that he's taking, and all as he's going as he's in midair, you can see that those wounds start to regenerate, they start to heal, which is of course classic to his character. And so they've really put those fine touches and fine details on his character in this game, and so I'm really excited to see that. And we finally got a release date for that, and so they may have announced the release date before today's State of Play, but nonetheless, it is coming September 15th of this year, so it's super exciting to see that. Next up, we have Dune Awakening. Now, this game has been out on, I believe, PC for quite a bit of time, and what I have heard is kind of some mixed reactions on it. Some of it is really good, some of it people are a little bit kind of like, I don't know about that, how I feel about that. So, like I said, a little bit of mixed reactions on it, but it is coming to console for the very first time on September 22nd of this year. So, to me, it does look interesting, but I will say there were parts in their gameplay showing of it that looked a little stuttery. And I don't know if that is because of maybe the stream of the show of the State of Play, or if that is just because maybe they're having some frame rate issues. I'm not sure exactly what's going on there, but or maybe some animations that need to be cleaned up. But there was parts of it that looked, on certain aspects of characters doing movements and animations, it just looked a little stuttery to me and stiff. So I don't know what the culprit of that is, but maybe that's something that gets cleaned up if that's on their end of it, if on the developer side. Maybe that gets cleaned up before launch. Hopefully it does, but it does look very interesting to me. I'm excited to see that, and I want to check that out when that releases on September 22nd. But that one looks to be like it's going to be a good one as well. Jumping a little bit ahead now to 2027, one game that they announced was The Lost Wild, which is essentially a survival horror game set in basically a survival horror dinosaur game, if you will. So you were on an island, you have to survive not getting eaten by dinosaurs on this. So definitely has that Jurassic Park theme for sure to this. But I think this one's really interesting. I mean, I think we've all had that thought. If you love dinosaur movies, if you love Jurassic Park, like, could you survive on an island filled with dinosaurs and not get eaten by them? And so this is a very interesting premise, very interesting setting to me. And so I'm very interested to see more of this and check this out whenever it comes out in 2027. But this one is looking very interesting to me. Next up, we have Ace Combat 8, Wings of Thief. And this one looks, of course, incredible as well. And Ace Combat 7 was an absolute hit, and I'm sure that this one will be as well. Very interested to see how the story unfolds and what that is there when it comes out, but I'm sure it will be strong. And this one, of course, looking forward to all of the different jets that they have to fly in the game. But I think this one will be a fantastic game, great release, and looking forward to this one when it comes out on October 2nd. And so a little bit out of that September window, but excited to see that when it comes out in early October. All right, next up we have Phantom Blade Zero, and let me tell you, this one looks good, like really, really good. This one, it's not a Souls-like, but it's the combat of this one is so interesting. It is so interesting. What they are showing here, and how I'm very, very intrigued to see how this plays out, and the fluidity of the combat, and just what they have packed in this is very, very interesting. So this one actually got moved out of September. It is coming in October 29th will be the release date for this one, and this one looks to be a banger. I mean, it really looks good, and I think it's going to be a fantastic game. I'm interested to see. On this one, we did find out that we're going to get a dedicated state of play just for Phantom Blade Zero. So when that one comes out, definitely going to be checking that one out to see more of this one. But I cannot wait for this one to come out on October 29th. And of course, there were several other titles that Sony announced during the showcase, and several good ones. The ones that I've mentioned so far are the ones that I'm most excited for, that really stood out the most to me, but there are absolutely some great other ones that they announced. And so we're just going to give some honorable mentions to some of those. Of course, we have Control Resonant, which is Remedy's next game. That one looks really solid, very interesting on that one. We have also the next season 2 of Marathon is releasing as well, has released actually, and so that's awesome as well. We got that, and then we also got, interestingly, a Banco the Chef, which is a prequel to Dave the Diver. And we did not get a release date for that one, but it is coming. It is in development, is what they showed, and so that one looks also to be, really, really good on that one. I'm sure that many people will be excited for that. And just, I think it's really cool that's a prequel as well. Of course, we also got Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis. That one's coming out next year. We also got RuneScape Dragon Wilds, which is actually coming to console. RuneScape's coming to console for the very first time as well. We also saw of course, Silent Hill Townfall, and then we also saw No Rest for the Wicked finally getting a 1.0 release after it's been in early access for, I believe, 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. So finally seeing that one come and have a full proper release. And then, of course, Onimusha, Way of the Sword. Capcom is just on an unbelievable roll. I mean, it is crazy the wins that they have been having lately with release of Pragmata, and it's just they are on an absolute roll, and it is exciting to watch their success as of late. So that one's coming out as well. And then, of course, last but not least, we also have God of War Lao Fei. And so that was a huge one as well. I know that many people will be excited for that one, but that was the big show closer. But that one is not coming until 2027 as well. But overall, I think that the state of play was very solid. Very, very solid. I don't think that it was as huge as I was and thinking it would be. Maybe that was just having unrealistic expectations on my part, but I think that it was still nonetheless solid. I would give it a B grade wise if I had to give it one, but still very solid showing on that. A couple of big announcements, some mid-tier, not mid-tier, but just good announcements as well on that one. But if you enjoyed today's video, do me a favor and leave a like on the video. And if you enjoyed the content, subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you as part of the community here. And so that's going to do it for today's video, but I cannot wait to see all of the other games announced through the showcases this week. And so that's going to be it for today, but thank you so much again for joining me. Have a great day, and I will catch you in the next video.